Ross, sorry about the wind, it's obviously been a windy day. You wanted a reaction from Friday's game and you got one.
Yeah, pretty much that. I thought first half we were outstanding. Some of our play was brilliant to watch, and I'm pretty sure it must have felt good to play in. We didn't really want the half to end. We had our tails up, and the boys sort of sensed another goal coming. But we've got to take the positives today, and that was first of all the reaction from Friday, which the boys know that our levels are higher than that. We didn't really apply ourselves on Friday, and today we done the opposite. We were in their face and we played some great stuff against a good Chelmsford team, by the way, because they're not in a league position for no reason. They're up there because they've been grinding results out, they've been getting late goals, they're hard to beat, and they pick up points everywhere they go. So big credit to the players to have that mentality to change it from Friday and get a good solid 3 points.
You talked about on Friday the occasion. There was a little bit of an occasion here today. I think we do well to block out the outside noise. But when you especially the second half when Chelmsford are shooting to a goal, a stand full of claret behind it, we did really well to hang on, if you like.
I wouldn't say hang on. I'd say we controlled the game quite well. They had their fans, they had the wind as well. We had it first half, and we had some joy. Second half, the wind's picked up quite a bit, and we had to defend those long balls and the balls coming into the box and defend the wide areas. And I thought we'd done that really well. So yeah, I wouldn't say hang on at all. We managed the game really well. The boys, we've been working on being hard to beat and standing up and being counted and defending our box. And today we've done that. So I thought the boys, all the way through to 90 minutes, put a real shift in today, and the performance was there. And I think I said last week, we look after the performance and the result will look after itself, and today it did that.
Just looking back to the first half, a little bit of I wouldn't say it was a difficult start. I think Chelmsford wanted to go from the off, weathered it, and then for the rest of the half there was only one team in it, and it was us. And coming from behind can be quite difficult, especially when you can feel aggrieved to maybe have a penalty go against you. So that just shows a great mentality there, doesn't it? Yeah,
I thought there's a few sloppy moments that led to the penalty, and I said to the players, they didn't just get a penalty out of nothing. It's a bit of sloppiness in certain areas of the pitch. It was maybe 2-3 occasions that we were sloppy, didn't clear our lines, didn't get the ball down quick enough or try and pass the ball quick enough, and it led to a sloppy dangle of the leg in the box. And I don't know, it looked a bit soft from where I am, but I'll have to watch it again. But if the ref had a good position, then it's a penalty. And I actually thought, our move for our penalty was a really good move. I'd like to watch it back. There was good patience, good possession, good rotation, and we got into the box and we got brought down, and that brings us to a penalty. So I thought once we got over that penalty, that sort of woke us up a little bit. And then after that, I thought we was first class. So not a bad word to say.
You've taken the words out of my mouth then for my second question. Our penalty, before when we got the penalty, there was a movement of must have been around 20 or so passes. We've done that a lot this season. If you come to watch Oxford City, you'll have seen that quite often, especially at home. And then when that goal went in, the mentality sort of shifted. We got another goal, a brilliant goal from Zach McEachran. Going in at half time, what did you say to the players?
I thought the first part was sloppy. They need to be told that. We know our standards, but then the reaction after that was first class. And I said, I don't want the half to end, because at 45 minutes you're thinking, if we played another 10 minutes, we could get another 2 goals there. And I think that the disappointing thing with a penalty for us is that would have really finished off a great move. We would have kept it going and finished it off then. But listen, Mitchell's been brought down. We'll take the penalty, and Ashby's stood up to a challenge. He was calm and put it away for us. So there's loads of positives in today. Sort of the reverse from Friday. But the boys brushed themselves down. They had some time to reflect over the weekend. Hopefully they had some good family time, and whatever they've done, they've come back in full spirit and full energy, and we put that right today, and big credit for the players for doing that.
After the break, Chelmsford started well. 2-1's a dangerous scoreline. However, not just in this league, in the Premier League all the way down to Sunday League, when you get your chances you have to be clinical. I think it was a second chance of the half and we scored from it. Great finish from Ollie Sanderson, and then again that changed the tide. How pleasing was that? Yeah,
it was a bit of a counter-attack. We're not really known for counter-attacking, but they were committing bodies forward, and I think we made a couple nice passes in midfield, and I think it might have been Ashby who slid Ollie through, and Ollie's been dying for those chances, and that's why he's here. He's a good asset, and he's a great player, and I knew with the confidence in him, before he hit it, I said goal. and he does it in training, he does it a lot, and he put it away nicely. But I thought that it should have been another goal at the end. You know, Andre's done well, we broke through, good counter again, squared it across to Alfie, and Alfie's just, I don't know what he's chopping back or shooting. So yeah, I mean, listen, I think we could have probably got another goal, but I think we take the scoreline over Chelmsford because they're a really strong team. They pick up results, and they've won some big games, and they were right behind us. It was important. We got a reaction and got the 3 points, and we did that today.
You just said there something interesting. They're right behind us. Obviously, 3rd v4 today. That's why it had its extra kind of impotence. But for you, it's always one game at a time. That wouldn't have phased you. It wouldn't have phased the players. The task at hand was there. Going forward now, you've had a game against Epsom you've had to prepare for, and then days later, a massive game against Chelmsford. Is it nice for you just to have a few more days to not relax, but just have a little bit more time to prepare for Dover on Saturday?
Yeah, I think I made a conscious effort not to bombard the boys with too much information after the game, or on Saturday. A little bit got dripped into the group yesterday. But it's important that you switch off quickly after results like that and get your head around the next game. And as much as we want the boys to switch off and rest and have some family time, our staff are still working behind the scenes, and today it paid off. So it feels good. But it's important now. The boys are getting some work on the pitch now. We've got to prepare again for a big week ahead because we've got some big games coming up. So we can't just say we've cracked it today. We've come over a good hurdle. We've jumped over a good hurdle. So we have to prepare for next week now, and all of the boys are fully on board with that.
Yeah, super win, but still very tight. 3 games to go, 9 points to play for. What are your thoughts going into the season? It's gone very quickly. Obviously, you'll be delighted with how we're going, but I know you're never 100% pleased. What are your thoughts going into these last 3?
The same attitude as we've got to take the back end of the season the same as the start of the season. We've got to improve. Second half, there's areas that we need to improve definitely, and we will address that on Thursday. And I think it's not just for the club's sake, it's for the individual as well. I want to try and develop players, the staff want to develop players, the club want to develop players, and I think the best way of doing that is practicing week in, week out, and not taking any sort of session for granted. So we'll be back on the grass this week. We'll be practicing, we'll be trying to develop and learn and get better. I thought maybe 75 minutes of today, I thought we were really good, maybe 70 minutes, but there's still some minutes there we need to be better. So we need to improve this week and hopefully take that into next week.
Well, Ross, thanks very much for your time and congratulations.
Cheers.